The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Easy. 12. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Breeze now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus.
Tiger.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drop. He'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mark Barron in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
11. Wait, set.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here we go.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, kill. Got four down.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Rams have got it back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Squad. 180. Jester. Hey, 5. 14.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Hey, you got 4. You got 4 down. Hey. You got twos. Dot. 180. 53's the mic. 50. Super.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here we go, here we go. Easy, kill. 21.
Brees to throw on 2nd down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hey, two. 4 down. 11. 21.
Brees now on 1st down. He dumps it down to Ingram. Room to run past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
26, Mike. Hey, two. Got it.
On 2nd down, here's Brees. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey. 4 down. 11. 5-8. 95-56. Showing eight. Ready for check.
From the gun, it's Brees. And Gibbs got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
26, Mike.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Rex Burkhead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
12. Whirling.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Our ball. 12. Tiger. Lift.
Out of the gun, Goff. Fighting his way through Robert Woods, the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 81 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Hey, 4 down. Check 43. Kill. 12. Mike 52.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. on first down. Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. A good pickup there at 22.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
11. 5 down. Stand up in. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. 21.
No such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
5-4.
Now Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Sammy!
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Sammy! 21! I'm here. We go 21. Check. Ready for check.
Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come on, get set. Ready, Blue 80. Stand up in. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Switch, ready. Yellow waiting.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you? That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right? If they're smart, they do. That's fielded in the end zone. Pretty move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here we go. White 20. 11. 11. 5. 5.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Let's go. Cut.
On first down, gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Go. Value 3. Value 3. DC. Merlin.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Let's go, 12. Let's go. 17. Dula.
Here's Goff now on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
What? 180. Super. Four down. Hey, 5.
6. Crunch time, defense.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
4 down.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ndamukong Suh breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Tiger! Hey, watch it!
Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. DC. 11. 5.
From the gun, here's Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Ginn. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Get set. Yes. Jump. Ready for shot.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Under. Got it. Over.
Watch the slant.
Now Breeze finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Here we go. Hey, kill. Ready for shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Come on, get set.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. 4 down. Check.
Easy, kill.
Kill.
Here's Breeze. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Ready for shot.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Ready for shot.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Gillislee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Twos. 12. 56. Al, look out.
On first down, it's gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over.
Kill.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
26 Mike.
Ingram again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He gets it to Thomas. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Got it. We're waiting. 21. 12. 11. 5-4.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Breeze going to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
We got 4. Check. Lucky. Kill. 5-4.
Breeze to throw again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16.
14. 14. Twos.
On the counter, Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Demario Davis there on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Super 66. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Here we go. DC.
Watch 18. Watch 18.
Starting left here. Super.
Now Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Wow. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Breeze hands to Ingram. And some strong running. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Pick it up.
To throw is Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
Yeah, they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will get it at the 20. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Oh, little 360. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Last stop.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here we go.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Hey, 5. Jester.
53.
Hey, lift.
Check 9.
Let's go, 12. Let's go.
Kill. Wise motion.
Set.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Super. Cut. Like 20. Harbaugh. Hey, 5.
53. Check 53.
Twos.
Mike, 50.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
12. 14.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
11.
Hey, defense, let's go.
On 2nd and 10, gone. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now it's gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
2 up. 11. 11.
56, Mike, 56.
Now, we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, this is now loss number 7 for him on the year. Remember, this was a team that thought it could win 10 games. Now they've got an uphill fight.
An uphill fight to try and make the playoffs, because you don't have to win 10 to get in, but you're going to probably need some help from a lot of other teams in order to have a chance now. That is a disappointment for a team that thought 10 was their threshold.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.